PDF is an abbreviation that stands for Portable Document Format. It is a multi-purpose file format developed by Adobe in 1992 that gives people an easy, reliable way to present and exchange documents, regardless of the software, hardware, or operating systems being used by anyone who views the document. In other words, the main reason for its great popularity is that PDF file created on one device will look exactly the same on any other device: Windows computer, Mac computer, Linux, Android, iPhone, etc. This is achieved by the fact that PDF contains all necessary information for the proper display of the content, including fonts. In contrast, although Microsoft Word documents are also very popular, they don't have this feature. For example, a Word document written on one computer can contain specific, non-standard fonts, and thus, when opened on other device, can look very different. PDF Fillable Form is a simple electronic equivalent of paper form. It is used by many companies and governments as well. As we can see here, use is very intuitive, and after we finish entering data, we just need to select File, Save As, and PDF is ready to be emailed. There are many applications that enable creation of PDF fillable forms, but I would say that LibreOffice Writer is the best option for most users. It offers advanced features, it is easy to use, and completely free. You can download LibreOffice Suite from www.libreoffice.org. It supports both Windows and Linux operating systems. Okay, let's now download and install LibreOffice. In the next example, we will show how to create a demo PDF form. Now select View, Toolbars, Form Controls. First, pay attention to this button here, which can turn on or off the design mode. When design mode is on, we can create new form and controls and configure their properties. When design mode is off, we can test if PDF form actually works as we planned. One of the most simple and also most used form controls is a text box. To access properties of any form control, just double-click it. In the case of text box, we can see it has a dozen of properties, but the most used one is max text length, which limits the number of characters that user can enter. Option button form control, also known as radio button, is very useful when we have several options, but only one can be selected at a time. And we will use these for the title field. To see option button properties, double-click it, and into the label field, enter text that will be displayed just next to option button. Double-click here, Let's turn off design mode and test option buttons. Well, at the moment, they don't work as expected. The reason is that we did not put them into the same group. To do this, we must enter the same value for group name property for both option buttons. Turn off design mode and yes, it works. For the city, we will use combo box form control. Double-click it and in List Entries property, enter cities that users will be able to choose. For the field driving license category, we will use checkbox form control so that users can select one or more options. Double-click here. And now, for additional notes, we will again use text box. Double-click here. But text type property will be set to multi-line. Now users will be able to enter multiple lines of text. It seems that everything works as planned. Finally, we need to create our fillable PDF form. Select File, Export as PDF, mark Create PDF Form, click Export, and that's it. Let's open PDF to test it. Everything seems fine. I hope you found this video informative. Thank you for viewing.